Hey guys, Furum here, and today I'm going to be telling you the best and worst cars in each class in Asphalt 9. I would like to thank RPM Liam for compiling the original list of ranking the cars in each class, and I would like to thank the other RPM members for their input as well. So let's get right to our first class, Class D. So the worst three cars in Class D are the Nissan 370Z, the Volkswagen XL, and the Mitsubishi Lancer. The 370Z is generally considered to be the worst car in the game because it has horrible speed, horrible acceleration, and horrible nitro efficiency. The XL has pretty good speed but very bad acceleration, and the Lancer has pretty bad speed but very good nitro efficiency. The Z4 and E10s are fairly similar, both having below average speed for Class D but decent acceleration and all around okayish stats. The Lotus Elise has the lowest top speed in the game, however, it has the best acceleration and handling and one of the best nitro efficiencies of Class D. The Camaro's speed is fairly good for its class, and its nitro efficiency is very good as well, however, its acceleration is not all that great. The 718 Cayman is better than all the D-Class cars except for the GT350R and the Hemi Scat Pack, which are the two joint kings of Class D. The Hemi is faster than the Shelby by a few miles per hour, and it has better nitro efficiency as well. However, the Shelby has better acceleration and handling. These balance out such that the Hemi is better on longer, straighter tracks, and the Shelby is better on shorter, more twisty tracks. I plan to do a comparison video between these two top D-Class cars. Now for Class C. This is probably the most cut and dry class and the easiest list to put together. The ZL1 is by far the worst C-Class car with horrendous speed and not too great anything else either. Then we have the Homage, SRT8, and Evora Sport, each of which is slightly better than the car before it. The Beast X and Viper ACR are almost equal, with the Beast X being slightly better, but the Viper can beat it on some longer tracks. The AMG has the highest speed in all of Class C, however, it suffers from a pretty bad nitro efficiency and it loses a lot of speed on turns. The H2 and M4 both have lower speed than the AMG, however the H2 has better acceleration and the M4 has better nitro efficiency. But the Acura NSX, the king of Class C, puts them all to shame. It has a high top speed nearly as good as the AMG GTS, and it has an acceleration nearly as good as the Rizvani Beast X. It has mediocre nitro efficiency, but its handling is also very good. The worst car in Class B is the Jaguar F-Type. It has pretty good top speed, but very bad everything else. The 911 has slightly lower speed, but better other stats, and the DB11 is like a bit upgraded F-Type. The W70 has pretty good stats overall, but only about the same speed as the 911. The Asterion, Grand Sport, and 488 are all very fun cars to drive, with generally good all-around stats, however their speed isn't especially great. One thing to note is that the Corvette's nitro efficiency is extremely good. The F12 TDF has high top speed and very good nitro efficiency, however it suffers from very bad handling. Now the Ford GT and Cadillac Cian have even higher top speed, however they don't have very good acceleration. And the definite king of Class B is the SCG. It has much higher top speed than any other B-Class car, it has very good nitro efficiency, and about average acceleration and handling. An interesting fact is that the SCG actually has higher top speed than any A-Class car. The A-Class and S-Class lists are probably the hardest ones to sort, so at the very bottom we have the Nissan GT-R Nismo, which is by far the slowest Class A car. It has very good acceleration, but it still cannot keep up with the ones above it. The Aston Martin Vulcan has all-around great stats, however its fairly low speed for Class A puts it into second to last position. Now the Ferrari J50 has not been released yet as of me recording this. At stock, its stats are better than a stock Aston Martin Vulcan, so we assume it is better than the Vulcan. The GTS is better than all three of these cars, and then we get to the LaFerrari and VLF Force 1, which are fairly close. It is difficult to sort the top 6 cars in Class A because they all have fairly close to the same speed. The LaFerrari is at the bottom of them because its acceleration is not especially great, and I think with the VLF, its handling is not especially great. There is some debate about what order the top 4 cars in Class A should be in. But since the 918 is king on shorter, twistier tracks, and the SV can beat it on longer, straighter tracks, that puts the P1 and BC slightly below them. The P1 and BC have high speeds, however their other stats are just generally not as good as the SV and 918. Now for Class S. At the bottom we have the Lamborghini Centenario. This should be no surprise, it is the first S-Class car people get, and it does not really stand out in any aspect. But the second to worst car may surprise you. The Tryon Nemesis? Let me explain. While it has a very, very high top speed of like 280 miles per hour, its acceleration is nothing special, and coupled with its horrendous nitro efficiency, probably the worst in the game, it just can't reach its top speed, and it loses a whole bunch of speed around turns. It's just overall not nearly as good as people think it is. Next is the FXXK, which is a lot slower than the Nemesis, but at least it can reach its speed. It is a very stable, well-rounded, and good car in every aspect. The Egoista can be thought of as a slight upgrade to the FXXK in almost every way. And now for another surprise, the Koenigsegg Regera. While the Regera has, I believe, the highest top speed in the game, it also has the same problem that the Tryon does. It cannot reach that speed, not because of bad nitro efficiency, it's not great, but at least it's better than the Tryons, but mainly because of its horrible acceleration. Next are the Icona and Terzo Millennio, both of which have average speeds for Class S, but have much better all-around other stats than the Regera does. The Lycan has an even higher top speed than they do, around 260 miles per hour, and while its acceleration isn't great, its drifting is the best in the game. Next is the W Motors Fenner Supersport, which has an even higher top speed, over 260 miles per hour. Its nitro efficiency is quite good, its acceleration is okay-ish, and its handling is not too bad either. Now for the number one car in the game, the Bugatti Chiron. We got to drive this car in the Paris Motor Show Cup not too long ago. It could go 275 miles per hour at stock. Its acceleration was not too bad, its nitro efficiency was kinda mediocre, but its drifting was extremely good. So currently, the Bugatti Chiron is undoubtedly the king of Asphalt 9. So guys, let me know down in the comments below what you think of these rankings, and big thank you to RPM Liam for originally putting them together. Thank you all so much for watching. Please like the video if you've enjoyed, and consider subscribing for more Asphalt 8 and 9 content, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye!